What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video, and welcome to another edition of Malt Liquor Monday, fools! Yeah, still can't say it right. Guys, we have a malt liquor challenge. This comes to me from one of my viewers, actually, and I can't remember who his name is. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, he said, I kind of put out there on the YouTube community that said, what do you guys kind of want to see on the channel, whether it's beer related or whether it's sports related or really kind of anything? One of the viewers said, I want to see Natty versus Steel Reserve 211. So here we are. Guys, both beers come in at around the 8% mark. This comes in at 8.1. This comes in at 8%, the Natty. So more or less it's I believe this is a Miller product and this is an AB InBev product. I think I pretty much know who's going to win this already based on how I've had these two beers before. But we're going to go ahead and get them into the challenge right now. They're starting to condensate. I just got them out of the refrigerator not kind of long ago. Let's check the dates here on the bottom of the cans here. This one says January 6th of, wow. It says January 0620. So are they saying 2020 for the Steel Reserve? I don't know if that's right, guys, but that's what it says on the bottom of the can. I mean, it says JAN 0620. I don't know. I think that's what it means. And on the Natty, 19136, and then it has BK 0724. I don't know, guys. Honestly, I'm not good with batch numbers and dates and all that sort of stuff on here. So you guys are probably, your best guess is probably as good as mine on the bottom here. I'm not going to kind of decipher it. But anyway, I wanted to do this kind of beer review for you guys. It's not really a beer review. It's kind of more or less a taste challenge for a malt liquor. But I figured we'd go ahead and get these two in. I'm not going to drink these, guys. I'm going to pour them into the glass here in these kind of stained kind of glasses here. We're going to kind of see how many bubbles kind of get on the glasses here. And then we're going to do the smell test. We're going to do the taste test, kind of like I would do kind of a normal beer review. But then we're going to go ahead and see how both of these beers kind of come to the plate and stack up against each other, and kind of see where both beers come in. But I think the Natty is going to be the far superior malt liquor than the Steel Reserve 211. But we're not going to get anywhere jibber jabbering, guys. So let's crack these open. Let's see what we get. All right, here, guys. I have both beers into a glass here. They pretty much look like a malt liquor to you guys. This one's just a little bit lighter than the Steel Reserve 211, kind of just based on appearance. That darker kind of gold or amber kind of color is kind of a bronze even. It depends on kind of how you kind of are looking at it. Both have effervescent bubbles coming up. This one has more head since I already poured the Natty than I did on the Steel Reserve 211. I'm going to try to bring this back here so I can bring my face in just a little bit better because I feel like I'm kind of over here to the side. But yeah, they're both malt liquors. The Steel Reserve has on the color a little bit darker kind of feel to it and whatnot. As I hold them up here, guys, let me bring this right over here. There we go. I don't know. They both look about the same to me. Heads, soapy. Just pretty much how your malt liquors are going to be. I'm not really going to kind of go through this because you guys are going to know this. You guys are kind of more interested into the taste than into the smell. But let's get the smell here on the Steel Reserve 211, guys. Let's see what we get. Big grains, obviously. Not a real big alcohol presence. I'm going to put a little bit more beer in here just to see if we can get some of that alcohol presence in here. I doubt we will, but we're going to try. No real alcohol presence to kind of speak of here with the Steel Reserve. You're getting the big grains, obviously, like your corn. I kind of look at it as cream corn. And that's pretty much it. I'm surprised there's really no alcohol presence on here. Now, they must have done something to the beer since the last time I had it because there was a big gush of alcohol presence on here. I'm not getting that anymore. Or I guess it really could have been a bad batch, I guess is what it really could have been. Let's get that right over here. There we go. All right, guys, I'm going to pour a little bit more of the Natty in here, and then we'll go ahead and kind of see where we get on this one. Not as much of a big grain smell. Actually, no alcohol presence either on this one. Well, I'm kind of using a little bit of I don't know if these are kind of pint glasses. I call them general glassware glasses, so you're not really going to get much of the aroma off this. Yeah, pretty much I like the Steel Reserve. Big grains, all that sort of stuff. No alcohol presence to speak of. Like I said, you're in a general glassware glass, so you're really not going to get much of a big kind of a alcohol presence or really anything else here. But guys, the biggest thing you guys are wanting to know is a taste test. Steel Reserve or Natty Daddy. All right, guys, let's throw these down the gullet. Let's see what we get. Bottoms up, guys. Cheers. Malt Liquor Monday, fools. Big grains. Tasting the alcohol in this one. A little bit of a apple cidery kind of taste. It's kind of getting warm too. I notice as I'm kind of sitting out here, and my air conditioning isn't on here either, so it's kind of warming up here pretty quickly. Getting a little bit of an apple cidery kind of taste here with the Steel Reserve. Thick, kind of full-bodied to me for a malt liquor. At the 8% level, you're going to get a thick beer on this one. Really, it kind of has its own kind of taste to it. I kind of give it a Miller kind of bite to it. I think this is a Miller product. I'm getting that Miller bite, so that's what kind of makes me think that it is. But you're getting that kind of a Miller bite, and I'm sure you're going to get its own kind of taste here with the AB InBev product with Natty Daddy. Let's do this one here, guys. Big grains again. A little bit less on the alcohol that I'm getting here on the Steel Reserve. Tasting a little bit more like a beer to me on this one. Actually, surprisingly, they're pretty similar to me. The Natty Daddy doesn't have quite the full-bodied taste and the flavor and the mouthfeel that you would get with a kind of an 8% type of beer on this one. But it seems to have a little bit more balanced qualities to it too. It doesn't have the big grain presence, and kind of that's the overriding kind of factor here. It's kind of backed off on it here just a tiny bit. Seems to be the more pleasurable beer to kind of taste here. But let me get another swig of a Steel Reserve. I kind of want to burp here, but I'm going to get another swig of the Steel Reserve, and I'm going to get another swig here of the Natty Daddy. We're kind of going to go ahead and see where we get here for the final assessment. I think this is the Steel Reserve. Hell, I can't remember anymore. I'm going to put this over here for the Steel Reserve, and this for the Natty Daddy. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you guys straight here. It's pretty similar for the Natty Daddy and the Steel Reserve 211. I'm trying to get him in here in the camera. There we go. I think the Natty Daddy is just a little bit more balanced for a malt liquor, an 8% malt liquor, than the Steel Reserve. The Steel Reserve, you kind of get more of the Miller kind of bite to it, and a little bit more harsh kind of flavor to it. It's only because I think the grains are a little bit more present into the Steel Reserve than they are into the Natty Daddy. They're both pretty similar. I'm going to say they're both pretty similar. There's not much to say for these two beers. If you're into high gravity malt liquors like a Steel Reserve and a Natty Daddy, I don't think you can go really bad with either one. It's just kind of your preference. If you kind of like a little bit more grains, I would go with the Steel Reserve 211. If you like a little bit more smoother beer, a little bit more kind of a balanced kind of beer, I would go with Anheuser-Busch Natty Daddy. To me, I'm not necessarily going to be drinking an 8% lager like these are, a strong kind of lager. That's more or less what a malt liquor is a strong lager. I'm not going to be reaching for these two. I'm going to reach for a Miller Lite, maybe a Miller High Life, a Budweiser, Coors Banquet, that kind of thing. Coors Light, Bud Light, that kind of beer, even though I don't necessarily like Bud Light, but that's the kind of the beer, if I'm in for a lager and a macro lager, that's what I'm going to go for. I'm not going to go towards an 8% malt liquor like we are right now. Ugh, excuse me there. The burp came up. But yeah, they're pretty similar. It's just kind of your personal preference here. Like I said, guys, you like grains, go with the Steel Reserve. You like a little bit more balanced beer, go with the Natty Daddy. That's pretty much how it is. It's going to go right over here into the sink now, because I'm not going to drink, 24, and 24 was 48 ounces worth of 8% malt liquor. It ain't happening, guys. Plus, I've been kind of losing weight here, and I kind of still want to be on that downward turn. So, guys, let me know what you guys think of the Steel Reserve or the Natty Daddy. Which do you prefer if you do drink malt liquor? Which one you guys prefer? Go ahead and put it down in the comments. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one. And guys, if you had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. You guys should know my spiel by now, but if not, I'm going to say it one more time. Guys, please do not drive home drunk, okay? Because if you do, you're going to get pulled over by the cops. They're going to make you do the stupid-ass sobriety test, and then get a free ride to jail. Then you have court fees and then possible prison time. And then if you hit or kill somebody, you guys know you're going to be in a slammer for a while. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt your family and friends and put yourself 6 feet under, all right? Just sleep off your buzz, get your car the next day. Get an Uber, a taxi, a Lyft. Have someone at the bar get you a ride home. Just don't get behind the wheel and drive home drunk, guys, because you're going to have thousands upon thousands of dollars in court costs. And it's really stupid to do it now, guys, all right? Just have a little bit of brain cells in your brain and kind of dial up a cab or something, or have someone come get you, all right? All right, guys, come back next time. I'm going to pull another beer out of the fridge here. We'll see what it does. I got to admit, guys, before I go, I kind of like doing these kind of malt liquor kind of versus kind of taste challenges. It's not really a taste challenge, but I kind of like comparing two beers and kind of see what it does here. But the next one is probably going to be, actually, for Wednesday, is going to be, I got Bell's Expedition Stout, the 2015 versus the 2018 Expedition Stout. That should be a good one for Wednesday, all right? All right, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope to see you guys again soon. Peace out, bitches. Deuces.